Did you know that Denmark is reported to be the happiest country in the world? Maybe it's because they have shorter workdays, or perhaps it's all the Danish pastries. Welcome to Denmark, a land where history whispers in the cobblestone streets, landscapes paint a picture of timeless beauty, and culture vibrates with a unique rhythm. From their Viking ancestry to their love for Higa, the Danes sure know how to live life with a smile. So buckle up as we dive into the Danish delights. First stop, the heart of Denmark, Copenhagen, where even the mermaids are world famous. Copenhagen, the capital city of Denmark, is a place where history blends seamlessly with modern life. Here, the old and new coexist in harmony, creating a vibrant and dynamic atmosphere that is hard to resist. One of the city's most iconic symbols, the Little Mermaid statue, sits elegantly on a rock by the water at the Langelinie Promenade. Inspired by Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale, this charming bronze statue has been luring visitors since the early 20th century. Just a stone's throw away, you'll find Tivoli Gardens, one of the oldest operating amusement parks in the world. With its beautiful gardens, thrilling rides, and enchanting atmosphere, Tivoli is a must-visit for both the young and the young at heart. Step into Nyhavn and you'll be greeted by a postcard-perfect view of colorful buildings lining the canal. Once a bustling commercial port, today Nyhavn is a popular spot for enjoying a meal or a drink by the water, making it a favorite among locals and tourists alike. But what truly sets Copenhagen apart is its bike-friendly culture. With over half of its residents commuting by bike daily, it's no wonder that Copenhagen is often hailed as the bike capital of the world. The city's extensive network of bike lanes and the sight of locals pedaling their way to work, school, or even to a night out is a testament to the city's commitment to sustainable living. The city's iconic, colorful buildings, from the pastel-colored townhouses of Nyhavn to the modernist architecture of the city center, are a feast for the eyes. These structures, each with its own unique charm, add to the city's vibrant and eclectic aesthetic. Copenhagen is more than just a city, it's a living, breathing fairy tale where dreams and reality intertwine. It's a place where you can explore grand palaces, stroll through charming streets, and immerse yourself in a culture that values simplicity, functionality, and the joy of living in the moment. Copenhagen, a city where fairy tales come to life. Now let's whet your appetite with some delicious Danish cuisine. Imagine a land where the culinary scene is as diverse as its history, where traditional dishes jostle for space with innovative culinary creations, and where every meal is a celebration of flavors. That's Denmark for you, my friends. Let's dive right into the world of Danish delicacies. First up, we have smørrebrød. This isn't just your average sandwich. Oh no! It's a Danish open-faced sandwich typically made with rye bread and topped with all sorts of goodies like cold cuts, fish, cheese, and spreads. Each bite is a symphony of flavors that plays a tantalizing tune on your taste buds. Next up, we have the world-renowned Danish pastries, or as the locals call them, wienerbrød. These flaky, buttery treats come in a variety of shapes and sizes, filled with everything from jam to marzipan to custard. One bite of these pastries and you'll understand why the Danes have a special place in their hearts for these sweet treats. And who can forget frikadeller? These Danish meatballs, made from a mix of veal and pork, are comfort food at its finest. Served with potatoes and gravy, they're the perfect dish to warm you up on a cold Danish day. But it's not just about the traditional dishes. Denmark's food scene is also renowned for its innovative chefs who aren't afraid to experiment and push culinary boundaries. Danish chefs are known for their commitment to sustainability and for using locally sourced ingredients, creating dishes that are not just delicious but also environmentally friendly. From cozy cafes serving heartwarming meals to Michelin-starred restaurants offering gastronomic experiences, the Danish culinary scene is a smorgasbord of flavors waiting to be explored. So whether you're a seasoned foodie or someone who simply enjoys a good meal, Danish cuisine is sure to impress. And remember, when in Denmark, eat as the Danes do. From delicious food to fearsome warriors, let's set sail into Denmark's Viking history. The Vikings, renowned seafarers, explorers, and traders, were a formidable force from the late 8th to the early 11th century. Denmark, a land of ancient runes and longships, was the cradle of this fascinating culture. The Vikings' influence on Denmark is undeniable. Their legacy has seeped into the very fabric of Danish society, from the language to the arts and even the democratic values the country holds dear today. The Danes have a deep respect for their Viking roots, and it's not unusual to see references to this intriguing era in everyday life. If you're a history buff or just someone with an insatiable curiosity, there's no shortage of Viking-inspired attractions in Denmark. The National Museum of Denmark, located in the heart of Copenhagen, is a treasure trove of Viking artifacts. Here you can marvel at the intricately designed runestones, delve into the Viking way of life, and even see the remains of Viking ships. Speaking of ships, a visit to Denmark wouldn't be complete without a trip to the Roskilde Viking Ship Museum. It's home to 5 original Viking ships that were discovered submerged in the fjord, a testament to the Vikings' maritime prowess. You can explore these ancient vessels, learn about the Viking seafaring techniques, and if you're feeling particularly adventurous, you can even try your hand at rowing a Viking longship. But the Viking legacy isn't just confined to museums. Every year, Denmark hosts several Viking festivals where you can immerse yourself in this vibrant culture. Imagine feasting on traditional Viking fare, watching exciting reenactments of Viking battles, and listening to the hauntingly beautiful strains of Viking music. It's an experience that's sure to transport you back in time. The Viking spirit, characterized by courage, curiosity, and a thirst for adventure, still lives on in Denmark. It's a legacy that the Danes are incredibly proud of, and one that they're eager to share with the world. So, whether you're a fearless explorer or a lover of history, Denmark's Viking heritage is waiting to be discovered. The Viking spirit still lives on in Denmark. Ever wondered about the secret to Danish happiness? Enter Higa. Higa, pronounced Huga, is a Danish concept that cannot be translated to one single word, but encompasses a feeling of cozy contentment and well-being through enjoying the simple things in life. It's not just a word. It's a cultural gem that's embedded in the heart of every Dane. Think of it as the art of creating a warm atmosphere where you enjoy the good things in life with good people around you. Picture this. It's a chilly winter evening. You're indoors, wrapped in a comfy blanket, a hot drink in your hand, surrounded by your loved ones. The room is lit by the soft glow of a fireplace. That, my friends, is Higa. It's about acknowledging those simple, peaceful moments that make life worthwhile, whether alone or with loved ones, at home or outdoors, ordinary or extraordinary. Now you might wonder, how can a tourist experience Higa in Denmark? Well, Higa is everywhere. It's in the cozy cafes of Copenhagen where people huddle around a table, sharing stories over a cup of coffee. It's in the beautiful parks and gardens where families picnic on a sunny day. It's in the candlelit homes and restaurants that create a warm, welcoming ambiance. You can experience Higa on a canal tour in Copenhagen, wrapped up in blankets with a hot beverage, soaking in the breathtaking architecture, or in a countryside inn enjoying a traditional Danish meal by the fireside. You can even find Higa in Danish design, which is known for its simplicity, functionality, and beauty. But remember, Higa isn't about buying things. It's about appreciating the simple and natural. It's about taking a break from the hustle and bustle of daily life, slowing down and savoring the moment. So when you visit Denmark, don't just see the sights, experience the Higa. Let the Danish way of life seep into your soul. It's a feeling that's hard to describe, but once you've experienced it, it's impossible to forget. Experience Higa, and you'll leave a piece of your heart in Denmark. Denmark is more than just Copenhagen. Let's explore Arhus and Odense. Our first stop is Arhus, Denmark's second largest city. Arhus is a vibrant mix of youthful energy and a deep respect for history. A prominent landmark here is the Arhus Art Museum. With its rainbow panorama, it's a sight to behold. But the real treat is inside, with a collection that spans 2,000 years of art history. The museum showcases both Danish and international artists, offering a diverse range of artistic expressions. Just a short stroll away is Den Gamle By, or the Old Town. It's not your typical museum, it's an entire town brought back to life from the 17th century. Wander through the cobblestone streets, visit the old shops, and even chat with townsfolk dressed in period costumes. It's like stepping into a time machine. Now let's head to Odense, the birthplace of the world-renowned fairy tale author Hans Christian Andersen. The city honors its famous son with the Hans Christian Andersen Museum. Here you'll step into the imaginative world of Andersen's fairy tales. The museum is a magical journey through his life and works, a must-visit for literature and fairy tale enthusiasts. But there's more to Odense than Andersen's legacy. Behold the majestic Egeskov Castle, one of the best-preserved Renaissance water castles in Europe. It's not just a treat for history buffs, but for nature lovers too. The surrounding gardens are a kaleidoscope of colors, an enchanting complement to the castle's grandeur. Arhus and Odense are a delight to explore, from their historical attractions to their modern cultural offerings. Each city has its unique charm, a blend of past and present that is quintessentially Danish. Whether you're an art lover, a history enthusiast, or just a curious traveler, these cities offer a rich tapestry of experiences that make a visit to Denmark truly memorable. Arhus and Odense, where history and modernity meet. To truly understand a place, immerse yourself in its traditions. Welcome to traditional Denmark. There's no better way to get under the skin of a culture than to participate in its traditions. In Denmark, these traditions often revolve around togetherness, and what better way to start than with the celebration of Midsummer's Eve, or Sankt Hans Aften as it's locally known. This tradition, dating back to pagan times, is celebrated on the night of the 23rd of June. It's a magical evening filled with bonfires, singing, and a sense of unity. The highlight is the burning of a straw witch on top of the bonfire, symbolizing the warding off of evil spirits. Then we have the Danish Christmas customs. The Danes have a word, Higa, which is all about creating a warm, cozy atmosphere and enjoying the good things in life with good people. And there's no better time to experience this than during Christmas. The month of December in Denmark is brimming with Higa, with Christmas markets, festive decorations, and the delicious smell of roasted almonds and mulled wine known as gløgg filling the air. And let's not forget the Danish Christmas lunch, an elaborate feast that can last for hours. Finally, we cannot talk about Danish traditions without mentioning the Danish flag, the Dannebrog. It's not just a national symbol, it's a part of everyday life. It's flown at birthdays, anniversaries, public holidays, and even when welcoming guests. The Danes have a special relationship with their flag. It's a symbol of happiness and celebration, not just nationalism. These traditions, deeply ingrained in the Danish culture, are a testament to the country's rich history and strong sense of community. They're a celebration of togetherness and a reflection of the Danish spirit, which is all about enjoying life's simple pleasures, being with the people you love, and finding happiness in everyday moments. Denmark, a country rich in traditions and ready to welcome you. We've explored Denmark from its delicious food to its Viking history, but the journey doesn't have to end here. As we bring our Danish adventure to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on the experiences that make this Scandinavian nation truly unique. We started our journey in the vibrant city of Copenhagen, a place where history and modernity coexist beautifully. From the colorful waterfront of Nyhavn to the majestic Amalienborg Palace, the city's attractions are as diverse as they are fascinating. No journey to Denmark would be complete without indulging in its culinary delights. Remember the mouth-watering smørrebrød, those open-faced sandwiches that are a testament to Denmark's simple yet flavorful cuisine? And who could forget the delectable pastries, especially the iconic Danish pastry known around the world? We then took a step back in time to the Viking era, exploring the legacy of these seafaring warriors. Their influence is still palpable in Denmark today, from the ancient runestones scattered across the countryside to the Viking ship museum in Roskilde. We also delved into the Danish concept of Higa, a unique cultural phenomenon that's all about comfort, coziness, and contentment. Whether it's curling up with a good book or enjoying a candle-lit dinner, Higa is something to be experienced rather than explained. Our journey then took us to Arhus and Odense, two cities that perfectly encapsulate Denmark's charm. Arhus, with its contemporary art scene and historic old town, and Odense, the birthplace of beloved author Hans Christian Andersen, each have their own unique stories to tell. We ended our trip by immersing ourselves in Danish traditions. From the festive cheer of Christmas markets to the summertime fun of Midsummer's Eve, Denmark's customs and celebrations are a vibrant part of the national identity. So, there you have it, a whirlwind tour of Denmark's highlights, but remember, this is just the beginning. There's so much more to discover, so many more experiences to be had. Denmark is a country that invites you to immerse yourself in its culture, to explore its cities and landscapes, and to savor its cuisine. Thank you for joining us on this virtual tour of Denmark. Remember, the happiest country in the world awaits you. Don't forget to subscribe for more exciting journeys.